Their fighting is scrappy and ill-disciplined. But the militiamen of Sudan's rebel Rapid Support Forces are not without support. Their camouflage appears to be from the United Arab Emirates, their main backers. Their opponents, the Sudan Armed Forces, are also scrappy. But in the last few days, they've pushed the RSF out of most of Omdurman, in part because they're now reported to be getting weapons from Iran. Here's the Sudanese foreign minister meeting the Iranian president in early February. Weapons reportedly began to arrive in Sudan shortly afterwards. And here's the RSF leader, Mohamed Dagalo, known as Hemeti, flying around Africa in a UAE plane. Regional rivalry is enabling the factions to prolong the war.
They rely on foreign political, economic, and material support to wage this war. And the material support in particular has been key, for example, for the RSF, to enable it to push forward. Now we're seeing that SAF's, Sudanese Armed Forces' reliance on the Iranian drones has helped them to push back against the RSF.
In Omdurman last Friday, people celebrated the arrival of the armed forces. When it controlled the area, the RSF was cruel and capricious, looting, raping, and causing widespread destruction. But is this really deliverance? The SAF also has a reputation for brutality. To the west, in Darfur, civilians fear all armed men. We're disguising the identity of this woman, who fell victim to the RSF when they took control of the town of El Geneina. Her story is typical.
قدام أبنائي وعندي زوجي قتلوا قدامي كده.
The vast camp of Zamzam in Darfur. People fled here 20 years ago when the RSF's predecessors, the Janjaweed, committed similar atrocities. Now more are coming. The camp provides some protection. But there's another problem: hunger. Women bring their malnourished children to one of the camp clinics. War has stopped food deliveries and forced most health workers to flee. According to Médecins Sans Frontières, at least one child dies every 2 hours in Zamzam.
There is a massive crisis in terms of malnutrition, with the high mortality rate everywhere, which need urgent support from the community, international community, to mobilize a massive humanitarian response to face the scale of this current situation.
1,000 kilometers to the east, people are crossing into South Sudan. It's the largest displacement crisis in the world. Nearly 8 million Sudanese have fled their homes. They need food, shelter, and healthcare. But most of all, they need peace. For regional countries to broker a negotiated settlement and stop arming two factions who care only about power and not about the people of Sudan.